Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then this is Rimi. Today's video is filled with mixed emotion. It's kind of exciting, kind of emotional. So in today's video, we'll be doing a makeup tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right now. As you probably have heard, Urban Decay is discontinuing the original Naked palette. So it's going away forever. Supposedly, not so sure about it. I have a feeling they're going to reformulate this, repackage this into something new and going to probably bring out like a Naked Reborn or something. That's kind of what I feel like. But either way, currently this palette is on sale. So if you have been kind of eyeing this palette but never got your hands on it and still want to get it, then this is probably the time to get it because it's 50% off right now. It's $27. I wanted to tell you guys like a little backstory about my palette. There was a time that I didn't used to wear this much makeup. I was a little tomboyish, I guess. I didn't really wear that much makeup, not until I graduated from college that I got interested in makeup. I remember around that time when I was in college, this palette was all the rage, and I remember that even though I was not that much into makeup, I always loved eyeshadows. To be honest, I was mostly drawn to this palette because of the hype. This was before I even started my YouTube journey, so I was not making videos. I was only watching. I was just getting into makeup. I was just watching all the wonderful beauty gurus back then, and I felt like everybody had this palette and they were creating looks with this palette. And I remember just starting to come up with the interest of starting my own channel. I just started to think about it, and I felt like only if I had that palette I could create a look myself too. I kept pushing, and eventually I got my Naked palette at least 3 or 4 years ago, holiday season, when Urban Decay came out with the Vault collection, and I purchased it as a whole set, like the Vault collection. And in that vault they had all 3 Urban Decay palettes. I don't think they had the smoked or the heat palette at all, so they had 1, 2, and 3. They also had some eyeliners and some lip glosses and 3 sets of these Naked flushed palettes. Around that time, warmer palettes, warmer color started to become trendy, and by the time I started my channel and I got my hands on this palette, it was pretty much like old story already, and I was doing different kind of videos. I wasn't even that consistent at the beginning, so I didn't have that much video going up. So I always intended to create a makeup tutorial using the Naked palettes, but I just never did. I mean, this is the palette that I felt like if only I had a palette, I could have created a makeup look. So all these years that I have been doing YouTube or even doing my makeup, I haven't really reached for these Naked palettes that much. I feel like it's because of the colors that are in here. It was like my dream to create a look using the first Naked, the original Naked palette, and I just never did one. And I felt like nobody was watching those videos anymore. It was not trendy anymore. But as soon as I found out that Naked palette was going to be discontinued and it was gonna go away forever, I felt that I owe it to myself to do this video, or else I would always regret that I wanted this palette so that I can create a makeup look for you guys, and I never did. And today's video is totally dedicated to Urban Decay's original Naked palette. I came up with this look. Honestly, I wasn't really happy at the beginning when I was just starting to do the look. I felt like I was really craving for a warmer color. The look was saved by my favorite color, Half Baked, and I'm still absolutely in love with that color. I did find it a little bit difficult to do my crease today because there's not a lot of option here, and I like to usually layer 2-3 colors, and there's not a lot of matte options here. They only have like 2 proper matte colors in this palette. Either way, I love how it turned out. So hopefully you guys enjoy this look as well. So let's not make this intro any longer because I think I have been talking for a long time now. So let's get started with the tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoy this look. So I'm taking the Naked palette, and the first color I'm taking is the color Naked, and I'm going to put it right on the crease. I'm concentrating a little on the outer corner of the eye and then dragging it and fluffing it out towards the crease. Then I'm taking the color Hustle, and I'm using a pointy crease brush to concentrate this color more towards the outer corner. I'm using this color more to deepen the outer corner. Then I'm taking a fluffy crease brush to just fluff out the edges. Now I'm taking the color Creep and I'm concentrating this right on the outer V and just deepening that outer corner to give it a little bit more intensity. I'm really missing some deeper matte shades from this palette. I really want some more matte shades, but I wanted to stick to this palette only, so that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm taking the brush that came with the Naked palette and applying some primer towards the inner corner again. For my lid color, I'm taking my favorite color from the palette, Half Baked, and I'm just patting on the color and then using a swiping motion to give the color more intense look. Then I'm going back to the color Hustle again to smooth out the transition between the lid color and the outer corner color. Now I'm taking the color Virgin and I'm using this color to highlight my brow bone. I noticed it was looking a little too cool tone-ish, so I grabbed the color Half Baked and went over that Virgin color for my brow bone. Now I'm mixing the color Sin and Sidecar and I'm applying this color for my inner corner highlight. I wasn't happy with the transition between the outer corner and the lid color, so I'm taking the color Smog and improving that transition place right there. For my foundation, I'm taking CoverGirl Healthy Elixir foundation in color 745. I'm just applying this all over my face using my finger and then blending it out with a beauty blender. For my concealer, I've been loving LA Girl Pro Concealer in color Pure Beige and I'm just applying it right underneath my eyes and just blending it out with a beauty blender. To set my under eye concealer, I'm taking Wet n Wild Contouring Palette and I'm taking the yellow powder to set the under eye concealer. Next, I'm taking Urban Decay Glide On Eye Pencil in color 0 and I'm just using this to line my waterline and I'm just smudging the color using my finger. Then I'm taking the color Smog and I'm applying it towards the inner corner of my lower lash line. And then I'm taking the color Hustle and applying it towards the outer corner of my lower lash line. For my mascara, I'm taking Urban Decay Perversion Mascara and applying a few coats on my top and bottom lashes. Now I'm taking Urban Decay's Naked Flushed Palette in color Naked. I'm going to use all 3 blush, highlighter, and bronzer from this palette today. I'm applying the bronzer first and then I'll be applying the blush and I will also apply the highlighter on the high points of my cheek, just following my usual routine. I wanted to warm up the highlighter a little bit more, so I'm taking the color Half Baked and going over the highlighter I placed earlier. For my lip liner, I'm taking Essence Lip Liner in color Soft Berry and I'm just lining my lips following my natural lip line and also filling in the lips with this lip liner. On top of that, I'm going in with this Naked Lip Gloss in color Nooner. And to highlight the center of my lips, I'm taking the color Half Baked and just patting it on in the center of my lips. So here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun filming this video. Just the idea of Naked palette going away makes me feel very nostalgic and reminds me all the memories of my earlier stage of getting into makeup, even thinking about the thought of starting a YouTube channel. It's been a long journey and I'm still figuring a lot of things out. It brought a lot of good memories back. Let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts and what are you feeling about Naked palette being discontinued. I think that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the bell button next to it so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. If you aren't following me on Instagram and Snapchat yet, then go ahead, follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. I'll really appreciate that, and I'll put all the details of all the products that I used on my face today down in the description box along with my social media links. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!